Hi, Stacy and Warren. This is Dave from Web Garden. I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit more about how to enter the events here for the upcoming events page and get them listed here in chronological order like these two currently are. So, the first thing you're going to want to go ahead and do, if you haven't watched the first part of the tutorial, definitely go ahead and watch that. The second part here is really all about the data entry portion of this. So, the first thing you're going to do is go to the dashboard and then click on Calendar. That will bring you to this particular page where all of the different calendar appointments, events, workshops, classes, etc. are going to appear right here. And I'm going to go ahead and actually click into the compost bin class, and we'll go ahead and actually edit this and make it look a little bit nicer, etc., etc. So, the first thing you're going to notice is that you're going to put in a title up here. It's going to auto-generate the permalink for you, so you don't need to worry about that. If this Yoast SEO box is open like this, you really don't need to use this because I'm going to do a whole lot of back-end work optimizing each of these posts without you really needing to interact with Yoast for this particular post entry. So if it is open like that, you can always click on the top right arrow to minimize that Yoast SEO box and get down to the event details, which is really the portion that you guys will be editing. So the first thing you're going to want to do is put in a time for the event, and I'm going to go ahead and change this from being Maskers Orchards to being the Greenwood Lake Garden and Farm Market. What's really cool about this little slot right here is that the way I have it coded is it will actually use that string, whatever you input here, to look up on Google Maps and see if it can find a location that matches this as a search query, and then it will auto-generate a map with directions based on whatever location that you choose. So if, for example, you were having an event somewhere other than the farm market here in town, let's say you guys were, I don't know, having a tent at a festival somewhere, I don't know, whatever, and you wanted to input a different location, all you'd have to do is type in that location right here, and it will auto-generate a map for you based on that query. So I input the garden market right now, and then down in here, why don't I go into a little bit more detail? You will build and learn all about how to compost your leftovers and inedibles. Compost bin, that makes much more sense, and learn all about how to compost your leftovers and edibles. This course includes wood and an instructional tutorial on how to maintain your compost bin all year round. I don't know, whatever. It doesn't really matter for the purposes of this tutorial. I don't want to take up too much time. So, the next thing you're going to do is we're actually going to gloss over tickets right now for the moment. We're going to save that actually for the third tutorial in this series. So don't worry about tickets right now, but what you will notice if you click on it is that you'll see all of the items that are currently listed in your WooCommerce shop. And that's because we're actually going to be able to select a ticket based on this exact product. So it's kind of a cool little feature, and it will enable this particular post to actually show a purchase link for tickets directly through your shop instead of doing some weird PayPal button or something like that that's really not integrated or trackable. This way you're going to get the person's first and last name, their address, their telephone number, email address, etc., 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 plus PayPal, payment directly into your PayPal account. So the next section down here is just dates and times, and actually I just need to remove the word times because I took out the time function and moved that up here that we've already had entered. So let's just go over how to enter new dates. Let's say this is a class series and you're offering, I don't know, 4 of them, one a month or something like that. And you want to add in January. January 2017. And we'd go to, I don't know, the 10th, keep it on Tuesday. I don't know why I keep picking Tuesday, but there we go. So now there's a second class in that series. The next thing, you always want to make sure that these are in chronological order so that you have the closest to now, the soonest date up here at the top. So whenever you're entering in dates, just make sure that you either enter them in chronological order or at the very end you put them into chronological order. And you can change the order simply by dragging and dropping these. You'll notice it takes just a moment, but these two things will eventually just switch. Yeah, exactly. So 1/10/2017 or 12/13/2016. So if you ever end up in a situation like this, simply reverse the order or revise the order until they are in chronological order. Last but not least, there is an event gallery for this, and you can input as many images as you want, or as few. So why don't I go ahead through the process of actually deleting a few of these. Deleting both of them. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and pause the screenshot here, download a few images that I find on Google, and then I'll restart this video right where we left off in a moment with some fresh images. Hold on just a moment. Okay, here we go. I've got some images, and I'm going to go ahead and just click this little upload button, come here, and I'm going to go onto my desktop. There we go. And grab all 3 of those little images and wait until they upload, obviously. It's going to take just a moment. Hopefully it won't always take this long to upload files for you. Might be experiencing some server lag here. But anyway, I wanted to just show you guys how to take these files and actually insert them into the event gallery, and then you just click this little add entry button just like with the dates. You'll notice that the date is a date picker. You can click directly on the calendar here just while I'm waiting for that to actually add. Click directly on the calendar here, or you can select based on moving from month to month. All right, I'm going to go in and grab the rest of these. Let's see. This one. Definitely a little sluggish right now. And let's grab this last file. Very nice. And again, these are just images I found on Google. I just wanted to show you guys the basic features of using this little platform that I built. So let's say you wanted this to be the first photo. You can drag and drop just like with the dates. They can be in any order that you like, though. So just keep that in mind. And then let's also go ahead and switch out the featured image, because that's really, that's the image that you'll see on the event's main page. So we might as well choose an image that looks pretty decent. And hey, I'll bet we could probably, you guys could probably lead a workshop building something like that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and actually let's take a quick look at this beforehand. So So this is what it looks like right now. And, there's this image there, and then we go to this actual page, and that's interesting what happened here. I'm not exactly sure how that even happened, but anyway, so those are already attached. But let's go back and actually update this. And what we should find here, at least on the main calendar page, yes, much nicer. So December 13th, there's our nice photo. Here's You Will Build a Compost Bin, learn all about how to compost your leftovers and inedibles. This course includes wood and an instructional tutorial on how to maintain your compost bin all year round. Time 4 p.m. It's on December 13th. You can click here for more information. And you'll notice that it's switched to the Greenwood Lake Garden and Farm Market. For the event location, you can get directions right from here. You'll also notice that right now it says this class is sold out or not being offered at this time. Use the following form to get on the wait list for the next one. I will add in a little form right here that emails one or both of you that someone is interested in taking the compost bin class. It will say which page the form was emailed from, and you'll be able to either respond to their email or if they include a phone number, give them a call, etc., etc. Now, in the next little tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to create a ticket for, or a buy now tickets kind of shop item in WooCommerce, and then add that to this post so that you end up with a post that's more like the plant and sip is right now. So when you click on the plant and sip, you actually get this individual ticketed item, that purchasable, downloadable item, a virtual ticket, embedded right there in the post itself. So again, this is all from the calendar page, and we're talking about this particular post on the calendar page. So get ready for the next tutorial in the series, and we'll talk about how to add that WooCommerce product.